With all the craziness that's been going on this year, the year of our Lord 2020, there is one shining beacon of light, and it's the fact that there's been a lot of really cool announcements in the world of gaming that nobody saw coming, just these games that no one had any idea were even being made. Crash Bandicoot 4 is one example that I could think of. When they first showed it, I thought it was fake. But yeah, it's official. Star Wars Squadrons, another game that seemingly came out of nowhere. And completely unexpected, we're getting a sequel to Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Curse of the Moon 2.
Bloodstained Curse of the Moon 2.
Not Ritual of the Moon, that's the Symphony of the Night inspired one. Curse of the Moon, which was very much inspired by Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. That one's getting a sequel, and we got a really brief look at it in the initial trailer. I'm going to go ahead and play it for you guys, and then we'll discuss it, but before we do that, I'd like to introduce today's sponsor, my Patreon. If you'd like to help support the channel and allow me to continue creating videos like this forever, you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month. Links in the description down below, or you can head over to patreon.com/GamerThumbTV. I'd also like to go ahead and thank my current patrons and channel members for their continued support. You guys are awesome. And here's the trailer.
Demonkind's stronghold is once again under siege by a new group of demon slayers. Zangetsu, a sword-wielding exorcist who will stop at nothing to eradicate all demons. Dominique, an exorcist sent by the church who heals her allies and uses her spear to fell demons. Robert, a sharpshooting soldier capable of sniping his demonic foes with an arsenal of firearms. Hachi, a corgi who polarizes demons by controlling the colossal suit of magic armor. Will you face the demonic threat alone, or with comrades by your side? Life and death hang in the balance as the horrible night rages on once again.
I don't think it's any surprise that I am very excited for this game. People have asked me which one I like better. Do I like the more Symphony of the Night style Ritual of the Night, or the more 2D Castlevania inspired Curse of the Moon? And that's really hard for me to choose because damn, they're both good. I streamed both of them, I loved both experiences, but I think I'll go with Curse of the Moon because my favorite Castlevania games, and yes, I'm bringing up Castlevania a lot, I know, but you kind of have to when you're talking about Bloodstained. My favorite kinds are the 2D side-scrolling ones, and Curse of the Moon, I mean, it's just an NES Castlevania game. It's awesome. And the sequel looks to be very similar in terms of gameplay with new characters, and we have some returning ones. There's not a huge amount to unpack from the trailer, but we can see more Castlevania influences in it, along with some originality. The first time around, Miriam had a whip just like Trevor Belmont. There was a Sypha-like character and an Alucard-style character. It was straight up Dracula's Curse. This time around, Zangetsu is back, who's possibly the most popular character in the series. Dominique is an exorcist sent by the church, so she's got some magical attacks, but check out that gameplay with the spear. What does that remind you of? In Castlevania terms, of course. First person I think of immediately is Eric Lacard from Castlevania Bloodlines. I mean, even that jump that he does, where he leaps straight up into the air, it's right here. This is cool. I've always thought that character was really fun to play as, and here we have one in Bloodstained. There's a new character called Robert, a character with some range on him, and he can use firearms. So he's probably going to be a very useful character to use whenever you're confronted with enemies that you don't want to get near. Like all the Flea Men style enemies that I can't stand. But my favorite character revealed in this entire trailer is this train looking thing. Immediately you'll notice at the top there's a little icon of what appears to be a dog. Hachi is a corgi inside of a suit of magic armor. A corgi. One of these. Fighting demons and monsters. I cannot express how awesome that is. I can already tell he's likely going to be my favorite character to play as. If you've been on my live streams here on the channel, you're quite familiar with my hatred of spikes. And we can see in the trailer Hachi can destroy spikes. Finally, I will take my revenge. And once again, Curse of the Moon is going to have a slew of unique looking boss battles, something that is incredibly important in any retro style game. You always have to have cool boss battles that feel different from each other. And I wonder what this means from the future. In Ritual of the Night, they remade many bosses from Curse of the Moon. So I wonder if they're going to do the same with this one once we hopefully get a Bloodstained Ritual of the Night sequel. Are we going to see Curse of the Moon 2 bosses remade? I think this boss looks really cool, some kind of giant worm thing with a Spartan soldier connected to the head. And again, Castlevania. It looks like the fight in Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, where you're on some giant worm and it's got that woman connected to the top of it and you have to hit it, and then it crashes into the castle. I forgot what it's called. And then another Castlevania-like fight right here from Order of Ecclesia when you fight the Rusalka. I'm sure someone from the Pronunciation Patrol is going to say I pronounced that wrong, but that water monster that you fight that uses waterfalls to hit you, same thing here. It's Castlevania, and I love that. That's not a bad thing in any way, shape, or form. The more Castlevania inspiration, the better. But that's about it for today. It was a short trailer, more meant just to show you that a 2 was coming. It's going to be a day 1 purchase for me. It's going to be a day 1 stream, no doubt about it. No release date though, besides coming soon. It is going to be available on Steam, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. Leave me your thoughts down below on Curse of the Moon 2. Are you excited, and do you prefer the Curse of the Moon style gameplay, or the Ritual of the Night one? Catch you guys later. Since you made it to the end of this video, I assume you enjoyed it, so why don't you go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss any new content. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, links in the description below, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can join my Patreon or become a channel member. This is Fabian, I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.